Welcome to today's episode. We've got a big update from Ohio, where voters might soon get a chance to decide on ending qualified immunity for police officers and other government workers. It's all happening after a recent battle in the courts, right?
That's right. The Ohio Attorney General had been fighting this proposal for a while, but after a loss at the U.S. Supreme Court, he's had to back down. Now it's moving forward and it's headed to the ballot for the people to vote on. But let's back up a bit. What exactly is qualified immunity, and why is it such a big deal?
Good question. Qualified immunity is essentially a legal shield that protects government employees, like police officers, from being sued over actions taken in their official capacity, unless they violated clearly established law. In other words, it's hard for citizens to hold officers accountable for constitutional violations because this immunity often prevents cases from even reaching a court.
And that's why a lot of people are upset. They feel like officers can act with impunity, especially in high-profile cases where police conduct has been questioned but no legal action could be taken. If this amendment passes, it would end that protection in Ohio.
Exactly. But here's where it gets tricky. The Attorney General argued that the petition to get this on the ballot wasn't properly worded and that the summary of the amendment didn't accurately reflect what it would do. There was a whole legal battle over whether it should even be on the ballot in the first place.
Yeah, and that's where it got interesting. The court sided with the organizers, saying the AG couldn't block the proposal, and the U.S. Supreme Court stepped in and basically said, no, we're not going to interfere. That meant the amendment could move forward.
But now, Ohio is going to become a battleground. If this passes, other states might follow suit, and if it doesn't, it could set a precedent for how these types of reforms are handled nationally. So it's kind of a test case for the whole country.
Right, and you can bet the campaign leading up to this vote is going to be heated. We're already seeing both sides prepare for a flood of ads that will probably be pretty extreme. Some will argue that getting rid of qualified immunity will turn Ohio into a lawless state, while others will claim it's the only way to hold police accountable.
And let's not forget how messy the process of getting this on the ballot was in the first place. There were even disputes over things like font size on the petition forms. But despite all that, the people got enough signatures to make this happen.
It really shows the power of grassroots activism. Even when state officials push back, if people are passionate about something, they can make it happen. This isn't over yet, but it's definitely a milestone.
Absolutely. So, if you're in Ohio, get ready for a lot of ads, a lot of debate, and a big decision on whether qualified immunity will be banned in your state. The rest of the country will be watching closely too.
It's going to be fascinating. If it passes, Ohio could become the first major state to end qualified immunity, and that could change things nationwide.
Well, we'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll catch you next time.